These wholemeal berry yoghurt muffins tick a lot of boxes. They've got a soft, fluffy texture, they contain fibre, the sugar content is pretty low, the carbs have been reduced, and finally, they taste great. Let's make them. Dry ingredients first. 175 grams of plain golden wholemeal flour. Regular wholemeal is fine too, but not quite as light, so consider mixing it with around 30% white flour. 100 grams of ground almonds. They take the place of some of the flour and reduce the carb content. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of bicarb, and 100 grams of golden caster sugar. Regular caster sugar is fine too. If you have a sweet tooth, you could increase the sugar to 120 grams, or sometimes I reduce it to 80 grams, and we'll be adding plenty of fruit in soon. I'll tell you about my small sugar hack in a sec. Now the wet ingredients. 75 ml of olive oil. You could use any oil that doesn't have a strong flavour. 50 ml of milk. Soya for me, but dairy milks are good too. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, then add 150 grams of plain yoghurt. I use full fat Greek. I haven't tried low fat, but it will probably be fine. Go for full fat. In with 2 eggs. We buy mixed sized eggs and medium or large are fine. Give the wet ingredients a good whisk until pale golden yellow. Dredge up all the yoghurt that's sitting at the bottom. A final mix for the dry ingredients to squash any ground almonds that have clumped together. Then we combine, but not too much. Over mixing makes for a tough muffin. Measure 100 grams each of frozen blueberries and raspberries. Set a few of the blueberries to one side, then tip the rest of the fruit into the batter. Fold as gently as you can, otherwise the blueberries will turn the batter grey. Oven on, 180 degrees C or 355 Fahrenheit, fan assisted. Line a 12-hole muffin tin with cases. I'm enjoying these if you care cases as much as a person can enjoy a muffin case. They're unbleached, chlorine-free, and their non-stick properties are impressive. Divide the batter. I'll crack out my ice cream scoop for this. It's so much quicker than using a spoon and the muffins end up more evenly sized. Now top each muffin with the reserved blueberries. I sometimes wonder about live streaming some cooking at the weekends when I'm baking or making something for dinner, but then I think about how I won't be able to edit out the 20 minutes I spend scraping every last bit of batter out with a silicone spoon, which would make for riveting viewing. Measure 5 to 10 grams of crunchy sugar, or any sugar really. I like Demerara for its texture. 5 to 10 grams is barely anything, but it's what you'll taste when you bite into the muffin, and it makes the muffin seem sweeter than it actually is. I'll put sugar on half the muffins and we'll leave the rest naked for now. They'll get a yoghurt icing drizzle later, which will make for a sexier YouTube thumbnail. Into the oven, about 22ish minutes in my fan oven. The internal temperature will reach about 96 degrees C. Anything below 100 is ideal. Leave the muffins to cool for 5 minutes, then turn out onto a rack. For the yoghurt drizzle, mix 2 tablespoons of icing sugar with 2 teaspoons of yoghurt and stir well. I'm making half the amount because I'm only topping 6 muffins. Make sure the muffins have cooled before you pour over the drizzle. You can see that they're medium sized. This is my preferred size over, say, a giant domed muffin. Those muffins are gorgeous, but I want these to be a reasonably balanced snack. To get a dome, we'd have to increase the ingredient quantities, brush the top of the muffin tin with butter, and bake 6 muffins at a time, spaced out, so they can heat evenly and have room to spread. I can't be arsed with that. Some of these muffins slope a bit on one side, some are more golden than others. I'm not fussed. They taste good and that'll do for me. They've cooled now, so they'll be soft and tasty, but that's kind of a given on day 1. I'll check back in over the next few days to let you know how they hold up. By the way, these muffins freeze brilliantly. You can defrost them at room temperature or in the microwave. Normally, in our cool British climate, I'll keep muffins out for 3 to 4 days, but the yoghurt and the berries reduce the shelf life here. Like I said, just chuck them in the freezer. Unless your freezer's anything like mine and never has an inch to spare. I recently found some Brussels sprouts in there from 2 Christmases ago. One more thing, these muffins are lovely with custard. The thick fancy vanilla stuff is great, but I make a quick custard out of 10 grams of bird's custard powder, a tiny bit of sugar, a splash of vanilla and 225 ml of milk. That makes just shy of half a pint and it comes in at about 15 grams of carbs plus 20ish for the muffin, so 35 grams per person in total. That is pretty low for a dessert. Okay, all done for today. I've got loads of muffin recipes on my blog, so take a look there too. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video useful, why not consider subscribing? See you in the next one. So life got in the way and I forgot to film the muffins on day 2 and 3, but they were still soft even though they've been kept in the fridge because we had unusually hot weather. This is a frozen and defrosted muffin. I've been eating them all week, still soft. Thank you, yogurt. Oh. Floor muffin.